This year, Get On My Level added Rivals 2 to its lineup, and what a warm welcome it received. The top 8 alone was full to the brim with incredibly hype, explosive matchups.
That's you! Guys! This is what I'm talking about! Guys, this is what I mean! Guys!
Drama.
And the pop-off!
Underdog stories, all culminating in one of the best grand finals Rivals 2 has ever seen, with one of the most heartbreaking endings that we've seen yet.
Oh! That was the win!
Today, I'm going to be going through and breaking down the first set of this grand finals between CakeAssault from losers and Spargo from winners. Here's everything you missed in Get On My Level Forever's Rivals 2 grand finals. So I was going to do a bit of an overview on the matchup, on the players, and the dynamics at play, but I actually think, luckily enough, this first game does a great job at demonstrating sort of how this matchup plays out and the advantages and disadvantages both characters have. It's a matchup that is regarded as winning for Forsburn, I think, pretty handedly. Some are calling it Clairen's worst matchup, all the Clairen players I've talked to, and it really comes down to the ledge play right here. We can see it pretty immediately. I'll just highlight this as like a dynamic, even though nothing really remarkable happens, is Clairen's recovery is pretty linear. There's usually only one mix-up you can go for, and it's pretty much just stalling at the wall. A big thing that you want to look out for is when Spargo uses his double jump, because it'll almost never be over here. We're going to try to get to the wall without burning the double jump, so we can do this double jump back onto the stage, and you can swing with it as well. This is really good to save the double jump to beat the ledge hog, because not only is Clairen's recovery pretty linear, it's also incredibly vulnerable to being ledge hogged. Not only in, killing outright off of the ledge hog, but if you're hogging the ledge and you force her to go above and past, we're going to see many, many times in this set, her up special has massive amounts of end lag on the ground that is just ripe for punishing. And Forsburn, being the opponent, Forsburn is one of the only characters with a truly invincible ledge refresh with the up B, which we saw Cake doing very, very immediately, just already out here making it happen, fully invincible, so you can't even hope with the up B to make something happen. Man, this is so gross. And of course, Cake, as creative as always with the combos, able to use the many nickels and dimes to his advantage. Just gonna let this first stock play out. We've got another ledge situation where Spargo saves the double jump, goes to the wall, but this time CakeAssault is already adapting, knows Spargo wants to get ahead of the curve, and is waiting with the back air. If Cake was just ledge hogging here, refreshing ledge, Spargo would have gotten back to stage with not much trouble. But Cake is one step ahead in this situation. Here we see, the first instance of it is we're going to see it a lot. It's one of the dynamics at play here. Refresh on the ledge intangibly, and then Spargo is forced to go past. Massive amounts of end lag, and we don't even need to charge the down strong here because we're at such a high percent, and that is an incredibly clean first stock for Cake. And spoiler alert, this next one is going to be just as devastating. It's really impressive. So here's a dynamic that I've been thinking about a lot, is how both these characters get floor hugged. We see we're at a pretty low percent here, like tipper fair or not. We get a successful floor hug for CakeAssault, is able to spot dodge the grab beautifully, and then retaliate with his own pressure. Both these characters can get floor hugged with their longest ranged options, like the forward air, like the Clairen down tilts, jabs, even stuff like Forsburn Cape. Obviously, that is one of the most floor huggable moves in the game, and it makes it so a lot of the neutral game is going to be, there's another floor hug spot dodge, even on getting all hits in the air. It makes it so a lot of the neutral game is very whiff punish heavy, but I would say it's a weird dynamic. Okay, first of all, tell me how this shit spiked, by the way. Tell me how that spiked, first of all. The pressure is relentless. God damn, he's just so nice. The way Cake is able to utilize the aerials to get, like, makes Forsburn look like he has like 7 or 8 aerials, using the late and reverse hitboxes on the back air, using the front and back hitboxes of the dare to maximum efficiency. I love this situation in the corner from Spargo, where Cake goes for a jab, down tilt combo, quick 1-2 to check it. We get the floor hug shield, jump in with the nair over the down tilt. Very nice. That's something I think Spargo excels at, is coming in with short hop aerials with Clairen, like neutral air and down air specifically, to beat and win a lot of scenarios where the opponent is either trying to floor hug and retaliate or just trying to strike low in general.
But hold on, some signs of life for Spargo. Can he finish the stock? Not quite with forward air, but now we're gonna see this side B. No. Okay. Thought there was maybe a window for Spargo to kill him there.
Very nice. That move is ridiculous. That up tilt move, what was the percent here? Like 140? Goddamn, 143 on the hit. And sour up tilt. It is electric wind god fist. Like, Clairen is the Kazuya of rivals, which makes it hard for me to say that this is like an unwinnable matchup, even though it feels so hard for Clairen at times. It's just with a character with this advantage state, look at like these up tilts and stuff. Very good DI, or double stick DI in on the forward air. So CakeAssault gets the reverse hit and ends up getting back to stage, and now the situation favors him immensely. It's tough. Ooh. Like, how did that not spike, but the other one did? Beautiful. And there we go. That's a very, very clean game one. So we go over to Merchant Port, and this stage pick confused me at the time when I watched this honestly the first like 2 times I watched this Grants. I've watched this a couple times. But actually, like, it makes sense. It all comes down to these side platforms on the stage. I might be able to show you right here. Oh no, not exactly. Just double jumping back. But it makes recovering a lot easier for Clairen and for Spargo. This platform being so close to the ledge means he has another option to go high and force that high recovery with the safety of the platform, instead of just being at the mercy of the ledge like you are on a lot of other stages. The classic. 5 uppers, man. Just turning them around. Just making it a nightmare to land, and that inner nair hitbox sends all the way out, but we whiff the punish. Oh. Man, these are really 2 of the greats. The nair, like the nair edge guards are just like so nice. And then let's see what actually happens here. I believe has no double jump, right? Yeah, the double jump gets caught by the nair. And so only the air dodge, and then forced to go high. You can't drop down here, you just get ledge hogged. And so wide open for a punish. Nice. Yeah, that's super free. Those plats are also really good for Clairen in that sort of platform tech chase. Damn, nice Dacus. Like, the up tilt covers the entire platform, as it does with many, but like this one specifically, and also on Godai Delta, very, very nice platforms. How are we spiking? Like, it's miraculous sometimes. Okay. Very nice. That kill makes me chuckle every time. Just like something about being all the way off screen at the bottom and then dying off the top is really hilarious. Yeah, some mistimed down tilts. The high recovery. So yeah, this is pretty much what the stage pick is for. It gives the option to go big here, and so it may seem like this is another free back air for CakeAssault, but what's actually going on here is Spargo has the option of not doing the second hit and just going to ledge here. In fact, might even have enough drift to make it to stage. I don't think so, though. I really don't think so. So it becomes Cake who wants to cover the options of both going to ledge and going up here on the platform. Of course, we're just going to go right away here. Gets the wavelength grab to reset the situation. Reset the edge guard. I can't believe that didn't kill. Wow. There we go. Very nice. Another up tilt at actually 146, dude. Like, that move is just so broken. Especially, what's like the scenario? What's the context he's using it in here? Just just pressure, man. Just pressuring. Cake gets hit by it, and that's the game. So Spargo taking game 2, answering back very, very nicely. On game 3, we head to Tempest Peak, which is Cake's favorite stage in the game. It's his comfort pick. He is absolutely relentless on this stage. Yeah, a little shield scramble situation. Very nice Spargo. Like, I don't really know what the idea is for something like this. What is the idea? Wants to catch the clone, I think. Like, wants to go out and hit CakeAssault while he's cloning. But Cake just got the clone back online, so I think in his head, maybe he either is just straight up going for this aggressive recovery, or is like, I don't even have clone to use yet. I think it's the former, because CakeAssault really should have those clone refresh timings down. Watch your shield. Forced to drop shield there. Yeah, Spargo. Spargo loves flickering that shield in a pinch, and is going to eat an insane punish because of it actually dies. Oh my god. Let me go back. Let me check that out. It all starts with this pressure. Shielding on the platform to get out of pressure. Shields the down tilt. Swings for the forward air, but it misses. Low profile. Goes for another down tilt. Jab check, 1, 2, up tilt. Would have broken the shield if Spargo had not dropped it because he realized he was in a dire situation there. That sour reverse back air working out great. And then a little bit of extra mix. This would have broken the shield, but Spargo flickers the shield and realizes you just don't have access to that option right now. Normal edgeguard scenario. This is actually a mistake from Spargo. I think he's pretty flustered at this point. He knows he's getting opened up like heinously. This is really bad. Burns the double jump really early and is forced to go high onto the stage as a result. Eats that down air into the up air. Sets up on the plat. Another down air to spike and the immediate down strong to take the stock. It's wonderful. Oh, what a waveland. That was really nice. Wait. We deserve to take a look at this. Let's see. Was Cake going for an up air here? What happened? How did this happen? He double jumped, surely. Yeah, he double jumps back into it, and he's going for a forward air, and so this hits the top of his head, and it makes... That's hilarious, man. Very nice. You can't DI in on that forward air. Punish is not over. I think this is one of the reasons that Cake loves the stage so much. It's so many times we're seeing him able to bring the punish up to a platform, spike him down, and immediately get that down strong in. And those platforms are positioned like incredibly conveniently right above the corner of the stage. There was definitely a way for him to keep it going, but it didn't work out. Oh, how close was that second up tilt? I think normally, like, I can't believe that down air hit. He's a god for that. I think, like, that's just tough, man. That's just tough. I think normally after the first up tilt, you definitely want to jump up and try to go for another down air, and then you can get another up tilt because the height, they're too low to be able to DI out of the down air, but instead just going to wiggle out and reverse the situation. God damn, that is tight. That is actually super tight. Because, like, you expect him to, like he is literally maybe a single frame away from the tech on the platform, right? Gets caught by that forward air, and then this outermost dare hitbox. Very nice from Spargo. Immediately grabbing the ledge. Get up attack. Beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful stock. And it's like these situations where Clairen can really excel. Comes back in. How do we even get this opening? Just comes back in aggressively with a down air. Yeah. Up tilt. Tech chase. Yeah, gets the up throw. And off that up throw is able to eventually convert the stock. And it's hard to say that there was like a better way for Cake to recover. There really wasn't much of a choice, you know? That's very nice from Spargo. Has an insane lead in game 4. Can you live?
fresh to the ledge.
I think accidentally used his wall jump when he was all the way down there, and so tries to wall jump off of the side B and can't make it happen. We go to a game 5. Okay, this is a small thing that I did want to point out because on a first glance it seems really bad. First of all, like, we're on Harbor. That's pretty crazy, right? It makes it really difficult for Clairen. Like I said, you want to save the double jump side B to the wall, and then you have a bunch of mix-ups as you're coming back onto the stage. But it's harder to get to the wall on this stage. It's just way less accessible, and it's even harder once you get there. The opponent can position themselves completely safely right here. So Spargo goes for this double jump, but I think what's really important about this double jump, it's really the small things here, is that he doesn't double jump back in onto the stage like I think a worse player would do, right, in this situation. He kind of double jumps in like a neutral way and then drifts back to the stage once this clone is being popped, and is able to grab ledge safely because of it. It's a very small thing, but not full drifting, jumping back onto the stage, I think is one of the small details that lets Spargo not eat a huge punish here.
You know what's funny? Spargo also never jumped against those crowds either. Any way that you can get it done is good enough,
man.
though. I think that's
The
really
conversions are unreal from Cake. Yeah, and like you have to double jump back. Like how else are we recovering here? Be so dead ass. What an up air. This position's great for the down air. How else are we getting back here? If we're not going, we have to go uber low, right? Like just double jumps back and gets caught. Great timing, great positioning from CakeAssault. Could have gone to the wall here, but after not getting punished for the first double jump, like I don't blame Spargo for trying to make that happen. Yeah. 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 I know a couple Clarens who would go for the up B there off the top.
Crazy there from Cake, but Spargo able to break out, looking for that full drift forward air.
Oh, very nice.
Hold on.
How's Cake it back? He's stalling. Yeah, stalling for the clone, and just a rinse and repeat from Spargo. Again, like the wall being inaccessible, it goes two ways, man. It really does. He's really missing some follow-ups here. Ah! Yeah, we barely make it. No punish from CakeAssault. Like, the nerves are coming out in this game number 5. Caught out there, has to burn the double jump so early, forced to go high. It's a little bit ambiguous if he can make it to the top platform or not, but ultimately, yeah, it's not possible. Yeah, nice. Great grab. Beating out that parry.
Spargo takes the stock sub 40%.
Spargo's really racking up the percent. That is, oh my god, that is so fucking funny. That is unreal.
I'm still not exactly sure where that hits and doesn't hit.
Insane. Either way, though, Cake gets a grab on the platform. Last stop of Peace Max. He's getting tense. Scramble situations are plenty. We're seeing Cake take advantage now, though, early on. Never mind.
Oh, beautiful from Spargo, able to block the get-up attack in time. Things are looking good. Up tilt, double tilt.
I remember this, bro. I thought this was it, bro. I thought this was it right here. I thought Spargo was winning. Get on my level.
Spargo can cover. Oh, that was the win!
Any option other than regular get-up, and Spargo won get on my level right there. No way. He still has air dodge. He still has air dodge.
It is unfortunately over. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this moment right here. First of all, I want to point out Spargo's reaction completely first of all, look at everyone in the crowd. Like, holy shit, did that really just happen? Spargo looks taken aback, flabbergasted, if anything, fired up to be competing at this level. Like, god damn. Looks like he's having a lot of fun, but at the same time knows that that's a bracket reset, and he just choked his chance to maybe win his first Rivals Super Major. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So Spargo was down a pretty big deficit, but was able to take Cake's second stock very, very cleanly.
We're seeing Cake take advantage now, though, early on.
This F tilt is something that Cake is able to just like eat with a floor hug, and actually tries to like turn around, dash away as well. But Spargo rather bursts in with the dash attack, and that second tipper just knocks down completely into the tech chase. Another tech chase. We are mashing get up attack right now. If it gets this conversion, this up throw, this neutral B, it's so good because you get the aerial neutral B and you also land right on the platform. Great for these up tilts that Spargo loves going for here. Now, this is the first recovery. This is the first recovery of two here for CakeAssault, where CakeAssault pops the clone all the way out here and then burns the double jump. Spargo grabs ledge as a result, because if Cake had side B dashed like to the right, Spargo would be in a great spot to come off with like an invincible back air or try to grab the ledge or something. It would be really great. So instead, Spargo goes for a roll, trying to actually call out, it looks like, the immediate ledge grab, you know, trying to get one step ahead of things. Knows that clone pop might be some sort of a mix-up, as Cake loves to do, pop the clone and then go for a completely different recovery route, just keep the resources available. So Spargo actually tries to go for this ledge hog, but Cake lands back on the stage. Very important. Very important. Unsuccessful ledge hog attempt from Spargo. Successful back to stage, even though it kind of looked like Cake was going for the ledge and maybe even just missed a little bit. Gets punished by the F tilt, trades with the clone up B, able to dissolve this smoke, and now we are in a bit of a tricky situation. CakeAssault, he is just 1 second from having this clone back online. It actually comes up after the up B gets popped, so has no clone online for the majority of this recovery. Instead is going to dissolve or dispel the smoke, spew the smoke. That move is actually called Smoke Spewer, so that's Rivals info for you. Is going to burn the air dodge as well, diagonal and in, followed by the double jump. Has no resources, no clone, no air dodge, no double jump, no neutral B, and up B's to the ledge. If Spargo rolled here, like he did on the last recovery immediately before, he would have won the tournament. Right here. That's not what happens. Spargo goes for a neutral getup to try to better position himself to get the game-winning punish onto CakeAssault. Because if CakeAssault goes high here, Spargo grabs the ledge, goes high, Spargo can neutral getup, and then position himself nicely. If you just neutral getup and he goes right here, then you can get an up tilt and then try to follow with an up air. That wins the game. If Cake is able to go towards the stage, you neutral get up with the intangibility. Maybe you got a grab, up throw, up air. Works really well at this percent on Forsburn and Zetterburn, around 100%. Would have killed on this stage for sure. Instead, CakeAssault goes to ledge, which would have killed him last time, and it does not kill him this time. And immediately, not even skipping a beat, grabs the ledge, comes off with the forward air. Everyone is in disbelief. CakeAssault, I cannot tell you how many times he's done this, just snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, been in there, snagged a tooth, and cleans it up there. I mean, we can go ahead and look at what Spargo really had available for this recovery. Burns this double jump and then tries to go high to the platform. This front hit down air knocks out. He never touched the ground. All he has is an air dodge at this point, which he does use all the way into the top left. Max calls out on the mic, he still has air dodge. He still has air dodge. It's not completely over. Has to burn it in the top left. And from there, Cake cleans it up. It is a insane play from CakeAssault to make in Game 5 Grand Finals last hit of a Super Major when you're on loser's side, where if that play fails, you lose the tournament. This is why he's the GOAT. This is why he is the greatest Rivals player of all time. This is why it's not close. It's things like these small things, not only being great at everything mechanically in the game, but in these high pressure situations, putting it all down and betting it all on such a risky play that he knows, I just tried to go to ledge. Spargo just tried rolling to ledge hog. It didn't work. He's not going to do it again. So, man, and it really sounds like it ends right here. In reality, there's a whole other set, but I truly felt like when I was watching this live that was it. That was the end. I thought Spargo is not going to win this reset. CakeAssault wins with that play. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. There was an entire reset played. I believe it was 3-1 for CakeAssault. It was, it really felt like the whole time Cake had insane amounts of momentum, though. And all the games played out pretty similarly to a lot of the games in the first set. Just Cake had so much momentum, and I think Spargo really missed his chance to take the tournament. So that's going to do it. This is one of the more interesting matchups in the game for me. These are two players that you're going to want to be looking out for at EVO this weekend. I think both of them have a real shot at taking it. I think they might even be the two favorites, in my opinion. Of course, Plup is like a big unknown, but we don't need to get into that here. That's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, drop a like, maybe just drop a subscription, hit the bell, man, and use code BARKUP in the Rival store for extra Dan bucks, Rivals of Aether dollars. And I will see you all in the next one.